Hi, my name is Crystal and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a special guest.
The other Crystal.
It's not Crystal.
My name is Clarissa.
Okay. I thought it would be a good idea to make a video talking about assumptions that people have about twins. We are identical twins. And we've gotten a lot of these questions throughout like our childhood, just like random questions, and so today we're going to be talking about them and see if you guys are right about any assumptions you've made about twins or wrong, and a little bit about our experience of just like being identical twins. So yeah, I asked you guys on Instagram and I think on Facebook as well, and so I got some responses, and so we're just going to be going over those. So the first assumption is that people have a hard time telling us apart. And yes, we answer by both names, so if anybody calls me like Crystal, I'll turn around, but also if they call me Clarissa, I'll still turn around, just because I've gotten so used to it. What about you? Like, do you agree with that?
Yeah, we kind of just like, we gave up, and so yeah, if anybody calls me Crystal, hi.
Yep.
But if you get too like deep into the conversation, sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not Crystal.
Yeah, sometimes we start asking personal questions. I think she had someone ask her like, "Oh, how's your bio class?" She's like, "What bio class?"
I'm taking bio. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: Clarissa is a business major, so she still goes to UIC. And then I graduated with my bachelor's in public health. And then my goal is to be a doctor. And then Clarissa, what's your goal?
I'm going to start off with being an accountant, see how the office
Life.
Yeah, how that goes. Yeah, we'll see how
Any
that
dreams
goes.
of opening a business?
Yeah, maybe I'll open up like a restaurant, who knows.
She's also really good at cooking. Anything like cooking, baking. We've had both have had a lot of experience in coffee shops, so like I think that's always been a goal like between both of us, but like more so her, like it would probably be her running it since she does have like the business background. But yeah, people have always confused us. They could never tell the difference unless like it's like our very close friends. Then like yeah, they could totally tell the difference, especially between our personalities. I talk a lot more and Clarissa's a lot more quiet and more like attitude-y. But yeah. Alright, next question.
Oh, my bad.
Focus. And your phone is dead.
I know.
Also, today's video is sponsored by Taipei.
Taipei. She's just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding. But we got some bubble teas.
Somebody doesn't have
Oh
the
my
views to
gosh.
do sponsorships.
Yeah. I got a jasmine.
Oh,
Getting
this
all
is
crazy.
a funny one. Twins get along.
Also, fun fact, Clarissa has a baby.
Oh my
And she's not
goodness.
And she's not single.
Oh, the little baby. Are you gonna behave?
Yeah, she loves being on camera. Layla, look, mommy. Look at the light.
Wow. She just woke up from her nap, so she's looking really crazy. It's okay.
Wait, what was that question?
Do twins get along? So
Oh,
we've
yeah.
met a couple of twins, and they don't all really
Wait.
get along.
No, like, I thought they meant, like, do we get along?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, luckily, we get along very well. But I guess it's just how twins are raised. Some are raised to be more, like, separate from each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's twins that are, like, more independent. Like, they don't depend on each other. We're very close to each other. So we get along perfectly fine. We don't mind being near each other 24/7.
Yeah, I think we started getting along better when we were as we got older. When we were younger, we were always together, and it was kind of annoying in a sense too, because like we were always around each other. Like we would go to school together, we were in the same classrooms, we shared the same room, we had to go to the bathroom at the same time. Like we literally did everything together, and it would get annoying we didn't know how to like share our stuff between each other, and like we were always fighting, always hitting each other, and not always, but like a good chunk of the time we were like always fighting. But like at the same time we were like each other's like ride or die. Like you would never see us without each other. And even after we would fight, like a minute after, we would be like talking to each other again. Okay, next question.
Okay, so the other assumption is that there's always a nice twin and
A mean twin. That's true. I think it's true. Yeah. She's a mean one. I'm the nicer one. But if you do get on my like, it takes more of a person to get me upset. Versus Clarissa, like I think she'll show it a lot quicker, and for me, I'll show it a little bit later. But I guess in terms of like attitude and stuff, we have the same attitude.
Yeah, it's the only difference is that Crystal is a little bit more confrontational, and
Yeah.
I'm the queen of bad, dirty looks.
Yep.
I'll tell you right away.
Not always though. Like
No.
she'll give an attitude, but she might not tell you she has a problem. And then me, I'll let you know if I have a problem with you. Right away. I can't really hide it, too. But like, I can, but I can't. I don't know if that makes sense.
Next one. Can we read each other's minds?
No. Sadly, we can't. I think we do
We
think
don't have
alike.
superpowers.
We think very alike, because we have the same experiences, because we were raised the same and everything. So like, we have the same taste in like food and dessert, and like, I don't know, we just think very similar. So sometimes like if I'm craving ice cream, Clarissa will be craving it too, and things like that. But I think it's just because we like the same things.
But there have been a couple, like a handful of coincidences where we will make the same thing for dinner, but we live like 20 miles away from each other.
We don't live 20 miles away.
Who knows how far away
It's like
we
7.
live. But, you know, like, we're a half an
Yeah.
hour drive away from each other, so...
Yeah, so like Ariel, her boyfriend / baby daddy, he always posts on Snapchat whatever they're eating. And so there's times where like she's making, what have you made that I also made? I forgot.
Put me on the spot. I don't know,
I
but
could
like,
cut it out.
we'll make a creamy chicken, and
I'll make a creamy chicken too, and then I'll be like, what the heck, you made a creamy chicken too?
and then, yeah, I think we made like a pasta with shrimp one night.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
there
that
goes
was something.
Crystal. Look at my pasta and shrimp.
No, but like I don't check social media that often, or like I usually tend to save it for the nighttime, like once I'm out of work and like, you know, I have downtime, and then I'll like check all my social medias out and like Snapchat, and then that's when I'll see her stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, like I cooked that earlier in the day too. Yeah, so yeah, we can't read each other's minds. Oh, but we're also really good at talking without talking. Like, we could give each other like eye looks, and then she understands what I mean. Like, I could be like, and then she's like, oh yeah. But like, we don't have to say anything to each other, like we just know.
It doesn't always have to be a bad thing too. Like sometimes we like are interested in the same thing, and as soon as it catches our eye, we're like, dude, did you see that?
Oh,
Without actually saying anything. And the next one. Can you guys feel each other's pain?
Not necessarily. Like, if I would pinch her, I can't feel it. But I know one of the traumatizing moments was when she was having the baby, and like I couldn't feel her pain, but I think there's like a higher sense of empathy, if that makes sense. Like, I felt like horrible that she was in so much pain. Like, I just felt so bad. I felt like crying. And I've seen my mom give birth too, and it wasn't the same feeling. Like I knew what my mom was going through, but I didn't necessarily feel bad. I was just more like kind of like wondering what's next and like curious in a sense. But for Clarissa, I know I was like, oh my god, like why is she in so much pain? And like I was so scared for her. So yeah, maybe just feeling more empathy, but not really feeling each other's pain.
We don't have that many superpowers.
Do you feel my pain?
Not at all.
You feel when I'm sad?
Nope.
Actually, yeah. I think if I'm sad, she's sad, or like if I get mad, like you get mad, but like that's because like we empathize, like she'll understand why I'm sad. Oh, like another example, kind of down too, but like when my friend Ken was killed and he passed away, like I was devastated, and Clarissa didn't necessarily know him. I think like they only had met once, but like she still felt really upset, like very sad. So I think it's like we have the same level of empathy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
They have
Yeah, a lot of them were twin telepathy.
Yeah. Yeah, sadly no twin telepathy, but we just get each other very well. Actually, what if telepathy is looking at each other and understanding what they're saying? Because I'm telling you, like, I could, like, look at some random object in the room and she'll know exactly what I'm looking at and then kind of guess to what I'm thinking. So baby. Dang, we really are out here being superheroes.
Yes, we do have superpowers. We do think alike.
No, what was the other one? That we have the same interests. So
not at all.
Hobbies, yes. Like growing up, we both like volleyball. We both like riding our bikes and rollerblading. We were also into like crocheting and knitting and stuff like that. So all of that we did do together, and it was the same. Career-wise is where we are different. Like I want to pursue a career in medicine, and she doesn't. Yeah. She prefers numbers. I like numbers too. Like don't get me wrong, but like I think I'm more interested in like the human body and like justice, health disparities, all of that, and she's not really.
Yeah. What I found weird was when I realized that Crystal didn't have the same interest in like baking and cooking. I was like, why don't you like it? I love it so much. I can do it all the time. I'm like so into art, and she can't even draw freaking.
Yes, I can. I drew a lotus
stick
flower.
Person. Like
a stick person.
It just doesn't come easy.
Yeah. So. Yeah, she is better at some things than me. So like she's better at art, she's better at drawing. Like I think she took a sculpture class too. Yeah. She's better at that than me. She is better at cooking. Like I like to cook too, but I don't enjoy it as much, and like she has a lot of creativity in terms of like cooking, and she's like, "Oh, like I'll do this and that." And I'm like, I feel like eating chicken nuggets today. So things like that. I think for a while though, I think I liked baking more than you. I think you were more of cooking.
And that's what I remember. But like now, I mean, I hardly ever hear you talking about baking.
I do. That's what I think we both made cookies one time, and we both made banana bread.
Chocolate chip banana bread.
Yeah, chocolate chip banana bread. Yeah, I do bake a lot, but you don't know. Dude, I think she likes me better. Layla, do you love me? You love me? Oh, you have the hiccups.
It's too cold.
We have the fan on.
I mean, we were always both good at school. We were like at each other's necks.
Yeah, I was always like slightly better than Clarissa, but it also depended on the subjects. Like I think I was better at math and science, and Clarissa was better at like reading. Yeah, like reading and writing and stuff like that. But then sometimes we would take turns too. Like she'd switch, and like she'd be better at math for a minute, and then like stuff like that. But yeah, we were always like almost the same.
What other assumptions can you think of?
Some people would have questions, and then they would be like, "When's your birthday?" And then they'll be like, "Oh, when's your birthday?" And then they're like, "Oh, it's the same day." And then it'd be like, "Yeah, assumption." But that's a question some people have. Like, "Oh, do you guys have the same birthday?" And then you're like, "Well, no, duh. Like, we are twins." I mean, I guess twins can still have different birthdays, but not ours. It's the same. Are you Pinky?
Yeah, being a twin, you always get the same questions. Like, how many minutes, like, how far apart were you guys born?
I guess, like, do we like the same boys? No.
We do not.
We
have
do not
the
like the same boys.
We do not have the same taste in men, right, Layla?
Yeah, like we've always liked different people. I think we do have different types.
Insane.
Okay. Also, some other ways we are different is that, like, Clarissa has more tattoos than I do. Like, I like tattoos, but I have to think about it a little bit more than she does. Like, she'll just go ahead and, like, stop by a tattoo shop and get some tattoos. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
A little bit more daring.
Yeah, I like how they look, and I don't mind getting them. And if I have a couple of hundred in my bank account, then why not spend it on tattoos?
Yeah, I'll spend it on food and
Same.
makeup and clothes before I go get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, she has that palm tree. She has, like, a quote on her leg.
I made this one a souvenir tattoo when I went to California. So I was like, I went to California instead of bringing back a little
Keychain.
seashell or something. Let me just make it
seashell?
permanent.
Yeah. What other tattoos do you have?
I have one on my back. That
Yeah.
one was Pinterest inspired. That was my first one. That was funny. And then me and Crystal got matching ankle tattoos.
Yeah, I have a moon.
When our parents left to Mexico, so it was so funny. We're like, you know what? We have to be rebels because we're 18 and tattoos sound like a good idea. So
We were 18.
no, I think we were 19, but still, like we were freshly out of high school,
Yeah.
and our
Yeah.
parents left us, so we were like,
Yeah, I got a moon tattooed on my ankle, and she got a sun tattooed on her ankle. And yeah, I remember, I think I was scared. Like, I was kind of like, should we do it? Because I'm the more logical one, too. Like, I'm like, really? Like, should we do it? Like, what if the place isn't clean and they have dirty needles? Or, like, what if
get
it
an
hurts?
infection?
Yeah, what if we get an infection? What if mom and dad kill us? Like, duh. And then Chris is like, no, let's do it. And I'm like, okay, I think I have $100. So I went to go get those done.
like, wait, how much is this gonna cost?
Yeah. And then I went to Nicaragua and I got one on the inside of my arm, and it's of half heart, half brain.
Baby.
Hey, excuse you, you're ruining my
Is it
video.
your turn to talk?
Um,
Alright, let's see it.
And then
something else.
This one, your makeup skills.
Oh yeah, so we both started off liking makeup, and it was pretty interesting at first. Like, it was something that we wanted to learn how to do. And Crystal started off first. She would watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos, and she was the one that got into it first. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you wasting all your time watching Nikki tutorials? Like, you're not gonna get any better at it. So I let her do her thing, and then like a couple of weeks later, I got into it,
And these are patterns. Notice these patterns. She always does this.
I
She
criticize
insults
her.
me. She insults me before she goes and does it. Like, I got a nose piercing with a friend. I was so excited. I thought it looked so good. I was like, yes, you know, I'm like rocking this look. And I go home and she's like, what did you do to your nose? She's like, it looks so ugly. She's like, it looks like unsymmetrical, or like, yeah, that's a word. And then the following week she goes with my dad and she goes gets a nose piercing. I was like, and on the same side too. So
We got to keep the twin. I don't know. Like, we gotta keep
The
looking
twin
like,
vibe?
yeah, we gotta keep looking like twins.
Right now. All right. What's the next one? Do your deed.
Okay.
Oh,
We touched on the subject, right? That we are identical, but that's a lot. Like, sometimes because we do look a little bit different, a lot of people assume that we're either fraternal because we don't look completely alike. But most of the time, they do see that we're identical twins.
yeah. I think we looked more alike when we were little. Yeah, when we were younger, we looked more alike. Sometimes now, we'll look like pretty similar. Like, I was FaceTiming her the other day, and I swear our like both camera pictures look the same.
Bummy.
Might insert a picture here. But yeah, we looked exactly the same. I was like, what the heck? I was like, it looks like I'm looking in the mirror. Layla's just having fun there. Okay.
Yeah, so we somewhat do have the same milestones.
I thought you said we don't. No, so the assumption was that we have like the same milestones.
Well, we kind of do. Like for the longest, it was finish high school, go to college, get our careers, have a family. Yeah, and make hella bank.
We wanted to be rich. We would fight about who would be richer. Like, no, I'm gonna be a doctor. I'm gonna make so much money. And she's like, no, I'm gonna make my own businesses.
So we all know that I'm gonna be rich first because Krista has a lot of schooling to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, college was not as easy as we thought it was going to be.
You should make a video talking about all the troubles you've gone through.
So it hasn't been a straightforward 4-year degree. Crystal took 5 years, right?
4.5, yeah.
Yeah, almost 5 years. And I'm going on like, how much, baby? How much?
You're like, this was your 5th year.
I think I am gonna finish my degree in like 6 years. Well, I mean, like overall, it's gonna take 6 years to actually finish it. I think I have like 1.5 years left at UIC. So.
And then this little munchkin came.
Yeah, the baby's had to take a little bit of time off. But we're right back at it, right?
Well, I guess I'll finish this one up. So,
Crystal doesn't suffer from back pain like I do.
Yeah, she also has back pain apparently. Yeah, so we have the same milestones for the most part. Like in terms of what our goals were, but then in terms of what like ended up happening was a lot different. Like I said, like Clarissa said, she is taking longer to finish college. She already has a baby. She's probably gonna get married before me. I got my bachelor's degree first. Like I'm in a solid relationship too, but like getting married, it's not like we want it to happen really fast. Like we're just taking our time with it. So yeah, so that's a little bit different. Are you almost done? This one isn't an assumption, but more so of a question. So we always get how does it feel
like to be a twin?
Yeah, like to be a twin. And
yeah, my response is always it just feels like having a sister, but like I also tell people that we don't know what it's like not to have a twin, so it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, no, it definitely doesn't feel like having another sister.
Well, we do have a sister, so I guess like we can compare it to like how it feels.
Yeah,
like to
but
have
we've never actually been alone a lot. Like we were consistently with each other 24/7. We we had the same bedroom, same classes, same everything.
Yeah. That's what I would say too. Like it honestly feels like just having a sister, because like when I Layla, let me talk. When I see Clarissa, like I see her as my sister. Like I can't tell that she looks exactly like me unless she does like a certain face expression or like, or sometimes I'll look back at one of my pictures and. Like I look like her, but other than that, I can't really tell that we look alike or that we're twins. Like it just feels like a sister.
Yeah. Sister that's like a shadow, basically.
Because we're always with each other.
Okay.
Except now that we moved out, so she lives like in her own apartment, and I live in my own apartment, and so we don't see each other as often. But we still like to hang out. At least like once a week, I think, right? Or like we FaceTime a lot
Yeah, a
and
lot.
call each other. Okay. Oh, we always got that we were double trouble.
But we were well behaved. We were very well behaved. Never really
But
got into trouble.
when we would get in trouble, we would do it together.
We would always do the bad things together.
Yeah.
We would both write on walls
Together.
in the house, of course, when we were like 3 years old, not 15.
What is it? Oh, one time we got into a little fight in the bathroom and I pushed her into the bathroom door and we had these little hooks for towels. We broke the hooks. Yeah, and I pushed her so hard she broke the hook. And so I sent her to go get a hot glue gun while I watched the bathroom.
And I helped her glue it on as if it was my fault. I literally could have just thrown her under the bus. It was her.
Yeah, she did it, and so we glued it back on. But then when my mom went to go put a towel on it, it fell off. And she's like, "Oh no, I broke it." She's like, "This house must be so old." And I was like, "Yeah, this house is so old." Like, it was not me.
Okay.
Oh, so I guess this one also kind of goes back to the like we like the same things and we're like scared of the same things and like, you know, everything is the same. And so this one is false, like that assumption is false. So Clarissa has some different phobias. What are your
So
phobias?
I'm terrified of needles, like vaccines. Baby, vaccines are not my favorite. And anything that has to do with heights, like when we're crossing a bridge, I'm terrified. Like, yep, it's just bad. And I don't really like roller coasters. Like, I'll get on some if they're not too bad. But I'm just like terrified of heights and needles. But Chris, on the other hand,
Yeah, so I mean, I think I was kind of scared of needles too as a kid, but I think we were both the same. Like, we would just make faces and like just not want to get vaccines, but we still did it, and we didn't like cry or move or anything.
so you didn't want to be baby.
Yeah, she loves Titi Crystal. But now working in like the healthcare setting, like I started learning how to draw blood, so I'm more comfortable with needles now, and like I don't get scared. And I love roller coasters. I love Six Flags. We get on all of them. Raging Bull is my favorite. That was really fun.
I'm terrified to get on that one.
Yeah, I don't
so.
think you've gotten on that one.
And you even got on the Goliath.
Yeah, I got on the
So,
Goliath, but only
I would
like
never.
a couple times, but I wouldn't do it again.
And what else? Haha, our fingerprints.
Oh yeah.
So, well, we have the same DNA, except for like fingerprints because no
Fingerprints
person.
isn't DNA.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean like
Yeah,
something that we don't have the same as our fingerprints. Yeah, because every person has their own set of fingerprint.
Yep, that's different.
But yeah,
Yeah.
we're super identical except for that. So, if Crystal were to kill somebody, she might get away with it.
Yeah.
because they don't know which twin did it.
Or they just might arrest the wrong one.
Arrest both of us. Our laugh is the same.
Oh yeah, we do laugh the same. Our teeth are also the same. They're crooked.
Our teeth are crooked.
Yeah, our teeth are crooked, but it's the same like two teeth that are crooked. Like these are crooked for both of us. So that's fun. And strange.
Super identical.
Also, our hair is different. Like my hair tends to be a little bit puffier and just like loose waves, and Clarissa has curlier hair.
Well, right
for
now,
the most part.
yeah, right now it's kind of like brushed out, so it doesn't look as curly. Ooh, we both have the same eyebrow scar. I forgot.
Oh,
which
I
one.
colored mine's in, but I think it's on this side. There's
yeah,
a patch that's missing hair, and then yeah, Clarissa's you could see it more. But so I think on mine, I think when I was like a year old, a picture frame fell on my eyebrow, And so I started bleeding, and then I got a scar. And then Clarissa, I think like a couple weeks later.
I think it's the opposite way, but one of us busted our head on a glass table, and the other one was sleeping, and a frame fell on our exact same eyebrow.
Yeah, so we both have the same scar at the end.
Which is funny.
Yep. But yeah, so we're the same, but we're different. I guess more different in terms of like personality and things you can't really see, and we're the same in terms of looks. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos with Clarissa, like the video, comment below, share it.
Or a video with the baby Layla.
A baby Layla. Yeah, she would love to do some videos too.
Oh, I know, you're so cranky.
Give you to your mom.
Oh, I think it's time for her to eat.
Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Layla, say bye.
Mamas.
Ready?
Mwah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I almost poked
Yeah,
your eye.
so that assumption was that we have the same milestone. Did you fart?
Yeah.
We have to go. She has to get changed.
Oh, she's mad. Oh no.
Baby Layla, why are you mad?
It's okay, baby.
You're so chunky. Look at this. Look at this.
She said, I don't want to play.
Alright, you can take it back.
Oh, my crazy
Okay.
baby.
So this one is not an option. An option. Okay.